Hey fellow collectors, it's time for another unboxing and review. I ordered from AliExpress from this shop 5592172. In this box there should be a Ferrari ACE Enzo and a Rolls-Royce Ghost extended wheelbase, a pink one. Hopefully they got it right. Let's find out. Alright, so this AliExpress seller, I was just checking out their store. They have like 100 listings. These, hopefully, they're nice. We'll see. I got a couple of Rolls Royces from other purchases in the background, and we'll compare them as well. And the Enzo, I decided to forego the Kyosho one. See what this no-name brand Enzo is about. Alright, anyway, so look at this. We got some nice bubble wrap. It's tightly packed. So at least this seller, isn't just throwing stuff into a plastic bag and hoping that the thing will arrive safely. This seller here seems to actually have some sort of intelligence about packing. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start with the Ferrari, because I have all those other Rolls Royces out there in the back. So they're both bagged, so that's a good sign. So I think these are new. If you check my earlier videos, I think that green Rolls-Royce Phantom there on the left side was actually opened by the dealer because it was shipped with masking tape on it, which is really odd, and it had a scratched windshield, so it was messed up. But these two here look pretty new. Okay. So you might be wondering, why did this moron order a green Enzo? Well, I got a bunch of these Kyosho Ferraris already, and Kyosho seems to only come in red, yellow, blue, and black. And I just have a bunch of red Ferraris from Kyosho already, so I just wanted to go with something a little crazy. And I know that Kyosho has other variations of the Enzo that are red. Okay, so you notice that cover came off very easily, very loose. I'm already noticing a blemish here. Let me focus here for you. Yeah, that's a massive, that's horrible. It's some sort of contaminant in the paint. It's like wrinkled. So that's not so good. Also, there's like dust or something right here. Hopefully you guys are catching that. But yeah, it's rough there. It's rough here. I don't know if it's the casting or the paint. It's rough here. Oh boy. So yeah, it's rough here on the door. Hopefully that's visible in the video. I'm not sure. It's hard to see. I'm looking at the car and my camera here. Alright, so the paint on this, not very hot. So ACE as a company, I don't know. You guys have to clean up your act. I mean, this is horrible. I don't know if you can see the graininess of this. It's almost like it was covered with dust or sand before they painted it. So that's pretty miserable. Otherwise, it seems like they put a good amount of effort into it. You got a little photo etched nameplate here. But looking at the details, there's a decal of the Ferrari logo there. You got the plastic lenses here, and underneath those plastic lenses, you have silver painted indications of the LED lights. This mold itself, let's see if I can catch the light. I'm not sure if it's catching it. I can actually see some ribs down there. I assume the radiators are there, and they're trying to mimic the back side of a radiator. If you look into the windscreen here, there's a lot of nice detail there on the dashboard. And then we can see some red seats, hopefully. Sorry, that's really reflective windshield, but there are red seats. And then the engine bay is kind of nice because it's painted on a silver background. And there's actually printing on the airbox cover that looks like carbon fiber. And there's the Prancing Horse logo on there. And then we have the red cylinder heads there. And then there's a Ferrari Tampo here on the rear wing here, the active aerodynamic wing there. Nice plastic insert taillights there. Nice silver painted rims to these exhaust tips. A little inlaid red here on the indicator grooves. They're inset grooves there. The license plate itself, it says Enzo Ferrari. And then the little Prancing Horse there. And it even looks like they painted the third brake light there. The high brake light, although it's really not high in reality because the car's so low. You got the Ferrari badge here on the side. So, and then you have a black painted, no, that's a piece of plastic. This windscreen, the windshield wiper there is a piece of plastic. You can see it flex a little as I touch it. So, for this particular diecast, I mean, it seems like they had all the best intentions and ideas, but the actual execution of the paint is just atrocious. Perhaps that's why this seller is selling this car for only like $16 right now on their website. Maybe these are factory ejects, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what to really do or say. I guess I have to accept it. But if you guys are looking at this type of this ACE Enzo, I would be a little bit hesitant about buying this unless you can accept that it might have really bad paint finish, like literally a bunch of sand or dust underneath the paint. Hopefully you're catching that as I move it around. Yeah, I mean, I can see it there on the screen. It's not so great. Oh boy, that's too bad. Well, another nice touch is that you can see inside the wheels some silver brake rotors and the red calipers. Can you see that? Let me try to angle this down here. Yeah, okay, so alright, so yeah, look at that door again. Look at the graininess. That is absolutely horrible. And then there on the top, I mean, just pause the video and look at that. That's pretty miserable as far as the paint goes. So anyways, well, I bit the bullet for you guys. Hopefully you guys can learn from my misfortune. On a different note, for anyone that's uninitiated, the Enzo itself, I did a little research. You know, this was designed by a guy, Ken Okayama, when he was at Pininfarina, and he designed a bunch of other cool Ferraris. The media, some media press said this was one of the ugliest Ferraris of all time. I guess that's for everyone else to judge. I think it's interesting. I can't really say it's beautiful either, but it's interesting looking. I mean, especially from the top, how the air goes in, exhaust out there, in here, exhaust out there. You know, it's kind of like F1-ish. So there's a lot of F1 technology in this car. It's got the you know, F1 style transmission, the paddle shifters, this rear wing, and the underbody is pretty much flat, so it creates a lot of downforce. You know, so yeah, a lot of cool technology. They made 400 of these things. The 400th one going to the Vatican, but I guess they sold it off later. So, all right, well, nice car, good details, just bad paint. So that's my synopsis of that one, guys. That's the ACE Enzo. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave that over to the side. Now let's go into this pink Rolls-Royce here. So again, it's bagged, which makes you think it is new. The tape is a little yellow, so this might be old stock, you know. Okay, no actual brand on this thing. I don't see any brand name on this, and I don't think the listing had a brand on there. I'm trying to push this through this cardboard here. Alright. So we have this plastic thing, trying to keep it down. Again, very loose cover here. Super loose. Looser than these. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. And then, okay, so off the bat, we got this, you know, photo etch plate here. And I'll slide this thing off, or I guess I'll just cut it off. Okay. So, let's take a closer look here. Pretty nice paint, at least on this side. Looking over the top. A little hair or something in there. Rear deck, rear, side. What's going on there? Oh, no, it's just something, some sort of dust on that. So that wiped off. Well, I think this is acceptable. I mean, it's not perfect as far as the paint goes. There's something really wrong there, something wrong there. But all the pink is actually, seems to be pretty nice. The glass isn't scratched. I guess if I was nitpicking, you know, you can see the chrome shining through right here, where it's supposed to be painted black. They didn't cover it all the way. I guess I could just take a Sharpie to that and cover it up. What's cool about this diecast is if you look at the wheels here, the center of the rims, it's got a little pink ring around it. So it's a little pink ring and some stamping of the RR logo there. So that's cool. And then we have the printing on the license plate, Ghost extended wheelbase, and then the flying Spirit of Ecstasy lady there. So a little information on this, you know, the Ghost, this is the first generation of the Ghost. It came out in around 2009, ran until 2014. It actually falls in line like this if I line it up here. You know, the first BMW Phantom came out. It was like 350,000, but in 2010 it's like 350,000 or 400,000. This is 300,000, and then actually this started out to be like a $200,000 car. So they go 200, 300, 400,000 dollars. So they're trying to expand their market space by offering a, I guess, a less expensive, although still expensive car. And then this thing is actually it's powered by a V12 engine still. So, I mean, it's still a supercar. Well, it's not a supercar, although actually it accelerates in like 4.7 seconds according to the internet from 0 to 60, which is pretty fast, you know, for something so big. So, these taillights, right? We got the chrome. Well, I think it's silver. It's silver paint, I think, on this red plastic piece, but it's done really well. And I think they printed an RR on that chrome trunk accent there. So that's cool. Looking at the door handles, you know, they're not just painted silver, they're literally chromed plastic pieces that are glued into the body, so that's a nice touch. That seems to be the case with all these Rolls-Royces, I think. We'll check, compare later. The mirrors, the chrome insert, so that's cool. And then if we look at this nice bright white interior, you can see some silver, like at least on the rear. Silver dots, I'm guessing maybe those are supposed to be speakers or something. And if we try to look into the sunroof, you can see the center console. There's that BMW iDrive knob there. There's a black steering wheel. Sorry, it's a little reflective. Well, anyways, it's pretty nice, huh? I can see little red accents for the seat belt buckles there on the rear seat, and actually the front seat. You can see that little red there by the front seat, right? So really nice touches on this car. Really weird that there's no actual brand. It's just a no-name Rolls-Royce diecast, but it's really well done. So I guess you know, 50-50 on this particular order. I think this Rolls-Royce is great. This Enzo is pretty horrible, really. Alright, well anyways, let's compare these Rollses. So chronologically, these cars came out like this. So the first BMW Phantom 7, then the Coupe came out afterwards, and then like a year later or something, this Ghost came out, and then the Ghost is discontinued, I think, now. And then we have the Cullinan. Oh, that plate is kind of falling off. So, looking dimensionally at these two, there you can see the pink car is a little bit longer, being an extended wheelbase. Focus, come on. I'm not sure why that's important to me, but I figured might as well. I wonder why it is called the extended. Got the suicide rear doors, so that's cool. Alright. Well, not much else to say, so I'll keep this video short. So, in synopsis, I think this Rolls-Royce came out nice. I think the Enzo, at least in this kind of matte finish green, poor choice. Maybe you guys want to try the glossy one. You might have better luck. Maybe I just had bad luck. I don't know. I, I don't think I can ask for. I don't know if I'm gonna try to get some money from the seller. It's pretty miserable. I think I just gotta live with it. All right, guys. Well, take care. See ya.